to start causing the fire in my hands with the friction. Group C. Not really sure why the US isn't in this group. I could probably find out, but I can't be bothered. Let's start with Brazil. They've won the tournament the most, winning it 5 times in 1958, 62, 70, 94, and 2002. They have appeared in every single World Cup starting from 1930 and have hosted it twice. But they haven't won it in their back gardens. In fact, they've had depression days because of it. They lost to Uruguay in the final, and then they lost 7-1 to Germany in the semis in 2014. So, yeah, they're not having a good time. Brazil, in this time, they qualified, getting to achieving 5th in South American qualifiers, with their last World Cup being knocked out by Switzerland. Croatia. They knocked out Switzerland, but then they got beaten by Croatia in the quarterfinals in a penalty shootout. Brazil are not as strong as they used to be, and if they were in probably any other group, they may struggle, or at least struggle being at the top. It'll probably be easy for the first 2 groups I've just gone through, but after that, who knows. Haiti have only made it once in 1974. However, they grouped, losing every game against Italy, Poland, and Argentina. However, in their first game against Italy, they were leading before losing 3-1. Emmanuel Stanon's goal broke Dino Zoff's record of not conceding a goal in international games, ending the record at 1,143 minutes. Haiti qualified this World Cup by winning their third round stage in CONCACAF, knocking out tough sides like Honduras and Costa Rica, and their team hasn't actually been at full strength due to complications with travel due to the US and visas. And I think I remember them saying that they weren't allowed to play in their home ground, but that could be something I've just randomly heard. I don't know. I could look it up, but I'm a bit stumped on time. Morocco have made 6 appearances starting from 1970. The best finish was in the last World Cup, where they reached the semi-finals, becoming the first African nation to reach the semis. However, they went to lose to France and then lost to Croatia in the 3rd place playoff. For the way they got here, though, they won their group in African qualifiers, and they were the first African nation to have qualified for 2026. They would also be hosting the World Cup in 2030, but we're not there yet, and that is a joke. The 2030 World Cup being taking place in 6 countries in 2 separate continents, 3 technically, is an absolute joke. It should just be either in Uruguay or Uruguay and Argentina. Or Uruguay, Argentina, and Chile. I don't know. It should be the first game and the final game being in Uruguay. I feel like that'll be a good way for 100 years, but whatever. We're not talking about Uruguay or that. That's not the conversation. The next conversation is Scotland. I don't know why I'm doing this. Fucking not Marcus Rashford. Scotland have played in 8 World Cups. However, they have not gotten out the group stage once. The last tournament was back in 1998, however. They haven't returned since. They qualified by winning their very tough group against Denmark and Greece. Oh, and Belarus, but it's mainly against Denmark and Greece. It was very tough, and one of the most famous goals in Scotland history, at least to the recent days, is Scott McTominay's bicycle kick, which will be in their final, which was their last game against Denmark. Okay, now that we have gotten through the preview of round of Group C, let's talk about the fixtures. Brazil v Morocco. I always have my phone off. I don't know why. I need to know when. I need foot mob up. Foot no, not TikTok. Foot mob. Thank you. Thank you. You're so sweet. Okay, first game is Brazil versus Morocco at 11 o'clock on Saturday, UK time. So the last 5 games Brazil's had, 3 of them have been wins, 1 has been a defeat, and 1 has been a draw. Their wins were against Egypt, Panama, and Croatia. They lost to France 2-1, and they drew 1-1 against Tunisia. Morocco have drawn against Norway, beat Madagascar, beat Paraguay, drew to Ecuador, and then 3-0 victory over Senegal. That is a friendly, isn't it? Or was that CONCACAF? Not CONCACAF, AFCON. When are you gonna tell me that? Are you gonna tell me when that happened? Oh, that's AFCON. So, no. I'm pretty sure it did finally go back to Senegal. And it should stay with Senegal. So, Copenhagen, Morocco. I don't believe that you won that. You cheating sods. So, Morocco being unbeaten in the last 28 games. Brazil v Morocco. I don't have the lineups. I don't have the squads that's coming with them. I think this will be tough for both sides. I think it'll be very tough, and I think it will be a 2-2 draw. That's how I think I'll go. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw between the two. Now, Haiti versus Scotland. How many Scottish people or people in general in the UK will be up for this game? Because this game takes place at 2 o'clock in the bloody morning. And I don't work Saturdays. I refuse to do them because I know they're a pain. But my God, since I know my KFC shuts at 3, I don't know what I'd be doing with this. I'll obviously have the game on as I finish the clothes because it's just cleaning. What deranged person goes to KFC on Sunday morning at 1:30 in the morning? Quite a few people, but that's beside the point. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Haiti versus Scotland, and I think Haiti are there for kind of more for the vibes. I feel. I think Scotland will win this, but it won't be convincing. I think it will be a 1-0 victory for Scotland. Okay, Scotland versus Morocco. Now thinking on this, I think this is a lot tougher. Jesus. Gabriel Jesus plays for Brazil. He's not going to help me against Scotland versus Morocco. Scotland versus Morocco. Morocco versus Scotland. Scotland versus Morocco. I can't see a draw. I'm going to say a 2-1 victory for Morocco. I feel that's more likely. Brazil versus Haiti. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0 Brazil. All right, Scotland versus Brazil. Tough game this. Should be a semi-easy walkover for Brazil. This match day, I'm going for a couple of upsets. 2-1 to Scotland. Scott McTominay, last moment goal. Morocco versus Haiti, a 1-0 victory for Haiti. I think there's an upset there. Morocco will take that too easy, will be too chill, and then in like the 86th minute, they'll shit themselves. Haiti will score. They'll try and scramble for a win. I don't know. The ball boys will nick the towels and they won't be able to reach it. But it doesn't matter because after calculating, Haiti still get knocked out. With only 3 points and a -3 goal difference. Scotland top the group. Brazil and Morocco second and third. This group I'm not 100% confident, but I do want some upsets, and I believe this group will have an upset like this. Like Haiti will do an upset of one of the three teams. Scotland will do something. Brazil will choke. Morocco will underrate someone, and then will struggle to get one back. So that is Group C. Next off, Group D.